Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make microgreens. Oh, tastes like carrots. It's delicious! Oh my gosh. So I'm using microgreens, micro carrots. I've never sprouted micro carrots before. I'm pretty excited about this. So basically I'm getting my seed starting mix hydrated. I use this from Gardeners. It's an actual seed starting mix. You know, it's just a big block, and then I just get chunks off and rehydrate it and then use it like that. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and then I'll put the seeds in. Almost any type of container can be used. These type of baking tins can be used. You can use a Tupperware, anything like that. It doesn't have to be super shallow or super deep. You just want it deep enough so that it can hold the dirt. At this stage, what I'm doing is I'm just gently pushing in the seeds into the soil. All right, so now I covered them with a layer of already moistened soil. So now I'm just going to come and I'm going to get a mister every time it looks kind of dry and just mist it. And hoping in, I don't know, a few days, we'll start to see something. After a few days, as you can see, there are already some sprouts. Ooh, it's exciting. Starting to look like microgreens. This is a few days more, and I do want to say that you do need to keep the microgreens moist. Every single day, you have to make sure that it doesn't dry out. So keep them moist. If you are going to use a spray bottle like I'm using, make sure that you're spraying it consistently throughout the day. Otherwise, you can add just a bunch of water to it, like once a day or something, but make sure that the soil's always moist. Microgreens also need at least 4 to 6 hours a day of light. Setting the microgreens next to a bright window, it will suffice. This took about 3 weeks to grow. Some of the microgreens will be ready when you see the first leaf, the first true leaf like what you're seeing here. But some microgreens can be eaten before that, or they won't even have a leaf. But look how lush and green and beautiful it is. Microgreens can be used basically any way that greens can be used, or that you might use sprouts. You can add them in your salads, or you can even make them as like the main ingredients. You could blend them up in like a juice blend or whatever. Just use them as ways to add a little bit of green to your life. Put them in with your salads, put them on your meats, put them on your fish. You can even feed microgreens to like your chickens and rabbits and whatever. Microgreens are great for so many things. And so you can add them to soups. Microgreens are great, and they're so easy to grow. Most microgreens will take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, and all they need is this sunny window. And they've survived really hot temperatures. Okay, so I have the microgreens, the carrots, and then I have the flax microgreens, and then I have chives microgreens. I also have sunflower microgreens. There are a lot of different types of microgreens out there. Well, not a lot, but there's a good handful. The absolute best way to store your microgreens in the fridge is to put them in between towels. So lay down a paper towel and then put the microgreens down and then fold that paper towel over and then put it in a Ziploc bag. And it should last in your fridge for, storing it this way, it should last in your fridge for probably a good week or so. But, if you're eating them every day, which microgreens are so amazing, you could really easily add them to just everyday meals, then yeah, eat them a lot like sprouts or really any kind of leafy green, and add them to your diet. I'm really happy with these microgreens. I really love them. I'm pretty sure that those carrots are just good to go at this moment. I know that there are some microgreens that look a little different, like these chive microgreens, the garlic chives. They won't necessarily have a leaf. So not every single microgreen will have like a first true leaf. But usually, you should know within 2 to 3 weeks that they're good to go, and you can eat them. One last thing, microgreens last a really long time. I used from this packet to do that little bit, and I only used a tiny bit. This is a half cup, it says, and I only used just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. So you can stretch your microgreens and use them for many, many, many times, many growings. And I have a ton, you know, I'm really excited to try the sunflower microgreens. This is a pound. They come in rare, various sizes, but I'm going to put a link down below to where you can find microgreens. I found mine from seedsnow.com and I've been very pleased with them. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this has been a helpful video about microgreens. Please don't hesitate to ask any other questions down below. I will talk to y'all later. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Bye-bye.